Good morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Prescribed Fire and Smoke Briefing for Monday, April 21st, 2025. Recent precipitation is shown here with the past 7 days on the left and the past 30 days percent of normal on the right. We did have a good little storm that moved through late last week that brought some precipitation mainly to the eastern portion of the Great Basin while the western half stayed dry. And then, of course, the 30 days picture is pretty dire for Nevada, much below normal for the time of year. Some dry spots in Idaho and western Utah as well. So, all in all, not a great 30 days precipitation wise. The past 72 hours of snowfall does show that some of that precipitation that came through the eastern half of the basin, mainly in the Friday timeframe, did bring some mid to upper elevation snowfall. And then our current snow indicators on the left showing our snowpack has been decreasing over the past few weeks with the warmer temperatures, and generally this is the time we have our melt off. But there is still some snow up there over the central Idaho mountains, western Wyoming, and over the higher elevations of Utah as well. Snowpack compared to average right now is still showing near to slightly above normal across the north, including far northern Nevada, and then slightly below normal as you move into central Nevada and central Utah. And then, of course, the far southern portions of the area are coming in still quite a bit below normal and have really been there all season long. All right, let's take a look at the weather. For the most part this week, we're looking for seasonal conditions with generally westerly flow moving in, keeping temperatures at or slightly above normal for the time of year, and not looking at too much in the way of precipitation for the week. So for today, generally westerly flow, ventilation rates are good area-wide. We do have some gusty transport winds over eastern Idaho, western Wyoming, and parts of northeast Utah. Out ahead of kind of that trough that's to our north, and mixing heights are very good area-wide. Again, temperatures are near seasonal today for much of the area, a little bit on the warmer side with highs in the low 70s over far western Nevada. And then precipitation, we have a small chance of precip over the western Wyoming mountains, the higher elevations of northern Utah, and right on our northern border in Idaho. Otherwise, generally dry today. On Tuesday, the same story continues with generally westerly flow, near to slightly above normal temperatures area-wide. Ventilation rates are still quite favorable. The transport winds decrease for the most part tomorrow under that westerly flow, but we will see maybe some elevated speeds right along the Sierra front, and mixing heights remain high. On Wednesday, a weak shortwave trough moves through the area. Could bring some precipitation to parts of the northern and central Great Basin along the bands ahead of that low. Ventilation rates remaining high. And we will see some winds pick up out ahead of that little shortwave feature, especially across southwestern Utah and eastern portions of Utah as well. Mixing heights remaining high. The clearing index for Utah for the next few days, again showing very high values with good dispersion, good clearing for the next 3 days. The 3-day precip totals shown here, again, not looking at much in the way of precip. Today is the better chance for western Wyoming and northeast Utah. And then on Wednesday, we may see a few small bands of precip moving through maybe Nevada and central Utah. On Thursday, low continues to track east and north of our area, bringing continued seasonal temperatures and generally dry conditions further south. Ventilation rates remaining pretty good. And then on Friday through the weekend, we're looking at a stronger low pressure system moving into the Pacific Northwest, which will impact the area again as we head into the late part of the weekend. We could see some showers out ahead of this low on Friday across the northern and central portions of the area, with temperatures still remaining near normal. And then on Saturday, that trough kind of opening up a little bit and continuing to just see generally westerly flow with maybe a little bit of moisture there with generally high ventilation rates continuing. And then on Sunday, as that low again starts to strengthen and move a little bit further eastward, we'll see temperatures decrease a bit on Sunday with another chance of some showers associated with that low. Ventilation rates still staying high on Sunday. Precipitation for days 4 and 5 just shows a little bit of precipitation coming into the northern part of the Great Basin in that Friday time frame generally. And then as we look to Saturday and Sunday, we'll see a little bit more precipitation moving into the Great Basin as that low draws nearer to the area. The extended forecast for April 28th through May 4th calls for above normal temperatures across much of the area, with maybe chances of above normal precipitation as well. This concludes today's briefing. Please check back on Wednesday for the latest updates.